Robert, home rally, thousands of fans, two of which have just been gate crashing the start of the interview to get a photograph and an autograph and a handshake. Does that bring extra pressure, being on your home rally and being so famous?
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, it's a special opportunity for myself, which I didn't have many of them during my career, because since '98, when I left, or I started racing in international events in karting, I didn't have many opportunities to race in Poland. Of course, when I started racing in F1, I became more popular, so and there was more interest, and thanks to rally, thanks that we have WRC event, I have opportunity to race in front of Polish crowd. Of course, it's very good, nice feeling to see so many people. Sometimes it gets too busy, and you know, during the weekend you are. It's not that we are not doing anything. We are quite busy, and it's not easy to shake hand or do a picture with all of them. But we are trying together with Maciek do a good job during this weekend in the car and also outside of the car.
Is it frustrating, because once you would have been a fan, is it frustrating that you can't give everybody that 30 seconds that they want?
Well, if I would have to give 30 seconds to everybody, probably I will start rallying the rally in next month. So somehow you need to find compromise, and of course I think there is many people which understand the situation. Some of them they don't understand, but that's part of the game and part of the job. So it was a bit more similar to in F1. I get used to it. Of course, sometimes some people, they don't understand situations, so I think they don't realize what they are saying, but that's part of the game.
Moving on to today, second quickest in the shakedown. Good start to the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the start of the weekend was good, but it doesn't really change anything. Our target is always the same, and this rally is extremely fast rally. Fast stages, fast corners, so you have to be really precise, and of course, because there are so fast corners and not so many tight corners, it's very difficult to make a difference. So for sure, all top guys, they will be very close together, but our target is try to do our best and try to drive as best we can, but staying on the road, which is a big challenge already for me. But hopefully, these roads will suit better also our tires, Pirelli. I think it will be better rally for them. So hopefully we can do some good things.
In the service park, we see the restructuring of your team continuing. You now got your own section in the service park. How are things moving on in that direction?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of hard work, and yeah, you were laughing that I upgrade myself with the telephone, but yeah, I had to do much more than just driving. But I knew this, so actually the time between Sardinia and coming here was quite busy. So of course I would like to maybe focus a bit more on some other stuffs, but we have to improve. We are getting better and better, and of course this is home rally for our partners, Lotus and Gruppa Azoty, so they have been supporting me for already, this is third year. So we were trying to give them some something extra, just that staying together with M Sport, and but the most important is that the car is ready. We are from technical side, we are still supported with M Sport people, so we are working well, and hopefully the car will work well as well.
So you've upgraded your phone to obviously with the business side of it.
But my service.
That's it. But also that is because you're now really starting to take control of the team away from the events, or is still someone doing that for you?
No, but for now, yeah, there should be someone doing it for me. But for now, we are struggling to put everything on the place. So yeah, I'm helping the guys as well with all sorts of things, which I would like to avoid, but. In order to be here, in order to have the car ready and to have it as best as we can with our, of course, small experience, we are trying to prepare the car and everything up to the level of what is needed in WRC Championship.
Halfway through your second season in a top-line WRC car, how do you feel it's going now?
Now, from driving point of view, as a driver, I feel more rally driver than before for sure, and for sure I have more experience. I had or let's say a lot of hard lessons, and for sure there will be some more coming. I think not many people understand really through what process I have to go in order to be ready to drive with good pace on consistent level in WRC. The big no problem, but the big difficulty in the WRC calendar is that all rallies are different to each other. So, for example, in Sardinia, I learned a few things, but I cannot use it in Poland. I will not be in position to use them in Finland. So every year, you know, you need to you get experience, and then you wait 1 year to really reuse it 100%. And it's a bit same here in Poland. You know, okay, I knew that this rally is very fast. I have onboards from last year. But again, I get to the recce in the recce car, and I start writing pace notes, and I start thinking, is it possible it's so fast? Is it possible that I'm right or I'm wrong? But if I would have more experience, for sure this will not be the case. So, you know, it's all little stuff which makes difference, which then makes you more comfortable in the car, and more confident in the car, you know, in order to, like Sebastian say before on the interview, you know, he feels a lot confident, you know, his confidence is very high, and this was a bit my case as well in F1 when I did have very good seasons, like really no mistakes and really always on the high level of performance. For me it was natural, you know, but so now I have to work that as many things are becoming as natural as possible for me in rallying, and this is the must. You have to have this in order to compete with all these guys.
You say for driver, obviously you call it limitations. That's what you call it. You've won stages in
call it handicap.
yeah, but let's call it limitations. But you've won stages in the WRC. You've led rallies in the WRC. With the limitations you have, the speed and the performance you're putting in is quite amazing.
Yeah.
How,
I think so.
You say you have to adapt, you have to change. What kind of things? I get into my car and I drive. What kind of things do you have to do differently then?
This is the advantage of rallying compared to circuits for me, because in the end I have never driven WRC car when I was 100% in good shape. So all in all, I don't know how much I'm limited or what I'm doing differently. In circuit I know exactly, because I have spent 20 years on circuit, so after accident I know exactly where I'm having problems or not problems, where my hand is limited myself in order to drive not faster but better or more secure, more comfortable. And this is other topic that many people forgets, that many occasions I have to remember that I have limitations, but my problem is because there is so many new things and so many things happening that I many times forget my limitations, but they are still there. So for example, sometimes, you know, I'm not blaming my limitations, or, you know, but for sure some mistakes happen because I didn't take enough margin for how I can drive, and but I improve a lot on this as well. I see this in Portugal especially, where there was a lot of ruts in past years. Last year I was losing so much time, and this year it's getting better. But for sure, in these conditions, I'm really limited, and I'm not driving faster than the others, but for sure, and I'm not risking more. But because of my limitations, the risk is much higher of mistake or of hitting something, or because ruts makes car unpredictable. So you never know what will happen.
That was the next thing I was going to ask. When I watch onboard footage from you or from Ogier, you seem to be more ragged, taking what seems to be more risks. But you don't feel that, or you don't know that?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I saw some onboards that many times where the others they back off, I back off as well, and where the others they take flat, I take flat, and but then in the end of the stage, the time is not the same as the others, so there have to be something different. But no, I don't think I'm taking more risk than the other. I think in order to finish the rally in very good pace, you need to have jokers. And the jokers, where you need to play them very well, because there is very tight, very thin line between being or not being in rallying. You see many occasions that some drivers they escape big moments for like you. Sometimes there was, I will not put the names, but some rallies you open you know videos and you see 3 times the guy hitting banks and he still finished on the podium. And then but I think is kind of timing. That it's not that someone is more lucky, someone is more unlucky. It's just that the circle will turn around, and I think you see it in all others apart of maybe Oje and a couple of more drivers, that they are very consistent and no mistakes. But you need to be somehow not lucky, but you need to have fortune on your side, because you see that many times someone is hitting something and they go, and sometimes you do small mistakes and you are off the road. And but this is part of the game, and it's like a bit of tennis player. If they are serving, they serve and they risk. Is out. They have second chance, but they are not losing match. We are often losing the rally, and this is a big difference. So that's why experience and confidence and the naturality of what you are doing, it has to be on your side. Otherwise, you are struggling.
You've talked about watching your onboard cameras from the previous events, like before you came here. WRC Plus enables you to watch other drivers' onboards, yes, which is kind of an unheard of, really.
Yes.
Do you do that?
No.
Why?
I'm very honest. I did it first time it came out, and I stopped doing it.
Why?
I will not go too much to the details, but no, okay. I'm watching myself and onboards from previous years, but to be honest, to watch onboards from like last year, for example, I was going to Sardinia, and 2013 I won Sardinia. For me, in my head, I was driving very well. Then before the rally, I started watching onboards, and I remember some sections I brake with RC car. Then I come first pass in WRC and I get upset because it's easy flat. And in 2013 I thought I was driving very well. After 2014 rally, I knew I was crap. So the vision and the view changed a lot, and this is thanks also to other people, other drivers, that they are very high level. So I can learn from them. I can see what they are doing, and I can see what these cars and what is possible to do with current WRC cars. Although if I would be always driving WRC2, for sure there will be less risks. But also I think I will never be in the position I am now as a rally driver, which I improve a lot.
Is the WRC more stressful than Formula One because you're out of your comfort zone?
I don't think it's more stressful as a format or as a championship, as a sport. But for sure it's more demanding from myself, because most of the things are not brand new, but quite new for me. So everything is, as I say, not so natural. I was starting first row in F1, and for me it was like drinking a glass of water. For me it was because I knew exactly what I have to do. I knew I'm able to do it, and I knew my level. And in WRC, in running, I'm still learning. I need to discover things, and most of the things I know that I have to discover them, so they are scaring me, And in circuit, I have maybe not everything, but you have to have really most of the things under control. And if you have them, then you enter like I call it like different zone of mind statement. That whatever happens, you know that you are able to do it, and that makes huge difference.